Marsau Scott is back in the headlines, and this time, it's not for a business deal or a reality TV moment. Instead, he has found himself in legal trouble once again. Yes, you heard that right. Marsau has been arrested, and this time, it's not just another minor issue that he can brush off. Fans who have been following his journey know that this isn't his first time having run-ins with the law. But what exactly happened this time, and why is everyone talking about it? Let's break it all down. On March 28, 2024, Marsau Scott was arrested in Huntsville, Alabama. At first, it seemed like just another routine traffic stop, but things quickly took a turn when officers ran his information and discovered something shocking: an outstanding warrant for his arrest. This wasn't about a serious crime like fraud or assault. Instead, it all traced back to a simple traffic violation that escalated because of one crucial mistake: he failed to appear in court. Now, if you've been keeping up, you know that. Marsau has a history of speeding violations that dates back more than a decade. He received traffic tickets in 2008, 2009, 2018, and 2020. In most cases, getting a ticket means paying a fine or showing up in court to deal with it. But instead of handling the situation properly, Marsau chose to ignore it. This time, his failure to appear in court resulted in an alias warrant, which means that law enforcement had the right to arrest him on sight. That's exactly what happened. During his most recent traffic stop, as soon as the system flagged his warrant, officers immediately took Marsau into custody. This wasn't just another ticket. He was actually booked into jail at 9:26 p.m. that night. Like any other inmate, he had to go through standard processing, which includes fingerprints, a mugshot, and paperwork. However, his time behind bars was short-lived. By 11:15 p.m., just 2 hours later, he was out on bond. And here's the part that really got people talking. His bond was only $300. The low bond amount immediately sparked debates online. Some fans thought that considering Marsau's celebrity status and financial resources, his bond should have been set much higher. Others argued that since it was just a minor offense, the bond amount made sense. But regardless of where people stood on that issue, one thing was clear: Marsau's arrest had people talking. Some fans were quick to call him irresponsible, saying that this situation proves he doesn't take legal matters seriously. Others felt that the whole thing was being blown out of proportion. After all, it was just a missed court date. But there's a bigger question here. Is this a one-time mistake, or is there a pattern of Marsau not handling his business properly? And it's not just Marsau. If you look at the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville, you'll notice a trend. Other cast members have also faced legal trouble over the years. For example, Marsau Scott, Marsau's own brother, was arrested for DUI in May 2024. Then there's Destiny Payton, who faced an identity theft charge that shocked fans. And let's not forget Martell Holt, who has a past domestic violence conviction. With so many legal issues surrounding the cast, fans are starting to wonder, is this just a coincidence, or is there something deeper going on? Marsau has built his public image as a businessman, someone who is smart and ambitious, especially in the fields of real estate and hospitality. One of his most well-known businesses is Black Cigar Lounge, which he runs with Letitia Scott. The Bump Lounge has a reputation for being high-end and exclusive. But now, some people are questioning whether Marsau's legal trouble could affect the business. Will customers still see him as a respectable businessman, or will this arrest hurt his brand? In business, reputation matters, and when the owner of a luxury establishment gets arrested, it could raise red flags for potential customers. Some fans believe this arrest might not be a big deal in the long run, but others think it could hurt his credibility, especially when it comes to handling professional matters. Now, let's talk about Letitia Scott. Whenever Marsau is caught up in drama, fans immediately turn their attention to her. She has always been his biggest supporter, standing by him through all kinds of public scrutiny. But this time, she hasn't said a word. Usually, Letitia is quick to defend her husband, especially when people question his loyalty in their marriage. But this situation is different. It's not just gossip, it's a legal issue. Will she eventually speak out and downplay the arrest, or will she stay quiet and let Marsau handle it? Another interesting thing to watch is how the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast reacts. Some cast members might support Marsau, while others might use this moment to throw shade. With so many legal issues within the group, will they stand by him, or will they distance themselves to protect their own reputations? The big question now is, how will Marsau respond? Normally, he avoids addressing controversy, hoping that it will die down on its own. But this time, that approach might not work. If he stays silent, people will fill in the blanks with their own assumptions. He needs to take control of the narrative, or the internet will do it for him. And at the end of the day, Marsau has spent years crafting his image as a businessman, a family man, and someone who stands for traditional values. But now, his credibility is being questioned. Will he own up to his mistakes and take accountability, or will he try to sweep it under the rug? One thing is for sure, this story isn't going away anytime soon. So, what do you guys think? Was this just a simple mistake, or is Marsau showing a pattern of avoiding responsibility? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest updates.